Plaintiff Tori Strickland started dating the defendant after they met on social media. Tori claims she knew the defendant had a baby on the way and was living with the baby's mother, but she had no idea they were sharing a room. Tori suing her ex-boyfriend for breach of contract. Defendant Tyreek insists he was never in a committed relationship with Tori because he did have a baby on the way with another woman. Tyreek denies owing Tori for anything.
Start with you.
All right, sir. So first off, let me say I have had a crush on you since I was like 14, so it's an honor to meet you. I was hoping I'd be in the back, not here, but I'm glad I was able to meet you today.
Hold on. You say you had a crush on me since you were 14.
Uh-huh.
And you thought when you came here I would take you in the back.
No, wait.
Hey, that's what I heard too.
Wait, no.
What did you say?
Time out, let's try that again.
What did you say?
No, I was saying I was hoping to be sitting on that side of the podium. That's what I was saying.
You
I
said
wanted to be in the
something
audience.
about the back.
Yeah, sit in the back, like back here. I'm sorry, wait, let me rephrase that. I was hoping to be a part of your audience, not on the plaintiff's side.
I know you. You know I know that. Just
no, that's
kidding,
fine. But to the case, as far as the case is concerned, I've met Ms. Levette back in January of 2016 via social media. After about a week of speaking, we decided we wanted to meet up. Now, I will be very honest to say, you know, it's 2016, the chemistry was there, heat started passion, and we did have sex that first night. After that, we went ahead and decided mutually that we wanted to go ahead and pursue a relationship.
So they went back that night.
Yeah.
I went back that night, yes.
All right.
That's not true. That's not true, Your Honor.
With that being said, at the beginning, you know, Mr. Levette did be very honest with me. He let me know that he had a child on the way. He also let me know that the child's mother was staying with him. However, he made it seem as if they were residing in a 3-bedroom apartment with his mother, meaning that he had his room, she had her room. I'm secure in who I am. My whole word to him was, look, that's fine. As long as she respects my position in your life, we have no problem. Throughout the relationship, we went out, we partied, you know. It was tax season, you know how it is. Everybody turns up with the taxes. So at that time...
That's why no one gets paid in tax season, right?
That is so true.
She tells you what happens when the taxes come. They turn up.
The turn up happens and we go
right.
out. Mr. Levette makes it known that he doesn't have his end to cover it. I tell him then, that's fine. I got you. Just
That's
make sure
this
you pay me
incident
back.
you're suing for. Before we get to that,
Yes.
let me allow him to give some background. Sir?
First, like you said, we did meet through social media through a friend, and I did inform Miss Tori that I did have a child on the way, that my baby mom do stay with me. I did inform that to her, and I did inform to Miss Tori that I did not want a relationship at the time.
Lie.
And she told me it was okay with that because due to the time that we were just now really meeting to each
Let
other.
him finish, man.
Due to the time we were just now meeting to each other, I wasn't trying to rush no relationship. You know what I'm saying? We just literally started talking in January. So why would you try to rush something a week?
Okay, so what did happen
later?
with the friendship?
The friendship, I say it's still
Did you
there.
all date or not?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
It was just
sorry,
we were just having
Right.
sex. We were
Pardon
just
me?
having sex.
Okay, and you weren't going out to
We
clubs?
were going out to a club, yes.
Why are you going to clubs together?
Friends. We was being friends. We was friends. And she wanted to hang out.
Typically, people who go out together regularly and have sex together regularly, whether you know it or not only were you in a relationship, you were going with her. It was your girlfriend.
It wasn't just me going with her.
You were going with her. It was your girlfriend. Your lover.
I wouldn't say love now.
You.
I wouldn't say love.
Can I say something to that? Not only were you going with me, but you went and took family pictures with me and my children, to where we are not only taking pictures together, we are in sync.
Sorry.
No, Your Honor.
You in the family photo?
No.
Your Honor, if you like, I can give you one. Would you like a copy?
The whole thing.
And then if you... Time out. If you flip to the last page, there's a picture of him and my kids together. Him and his... Flip again. Him and my kids by themselves.
Now, Your Honor, can I say something on this? Now, Your Honor.
A family man.
Now, Your Honor. Your Honor, I had just got off work. And she came pick me up from work. She was like, she going to take family pictures.
Sir,
I
save that. Not only did you all have a relationship, you had a family. You're a family man. You're father to her kids. Father to the kids. You want some child support?
No, that's all right.
Child support too.
You know what, Your Honor, honestly, that's fine. Like, so my thing with Mr. Levette is
Tell me how the $300 came about.
Okay, so the $300 comes up because, like I said, during that week before his birthday, me, him, and another friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, went out. When we get there, he's like, yo, I don't got it. I'm like, all right, you know, that's cool. Just make sure you pay me back. So as our relationship progressed, I'm starting to realize that Mr. Levette isn't as honest as he said he was, because I call you, no answer. If you don't need a ride to work, I get no communication from you. So I started asking questions, especially about like the pictures. I was like, well, you know, if your baby mama's lived with you and she's seen this, has she asked you anything about it? Oh, nah, you know, because we're not together. Okay, makes sense. We go to the grocery store, and that's when all the little lies start leaking out.
What happened?
Because a high school friend of yours sees you and starts asking you about the baby mama. How's wifey doing? And da-da-da. And then you kind of give her that side look like, and I catch it. You know, I catch it like, hey, you know, mum's a word, boo, don't do. And I'm like, okay, So I start collecting my little mental evidence, and I'm like, you know what? I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. That's my downfall. Because, you know, with it being so soon, yeah, I should have did my homework.
All right, tell me about the $300. So you say you all went out?
So at the end of it, it was kind of like a tab situation. You get what you want, we're gonna run up a tab. At the end, we'll make a mutual decision on how much you owe me.
Mm-hmm.
So we came up with $300. So then after that, we went ahead, and as everything was going on, the baby was born, I took him home. I find out that there isn't a 3-bedroom, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. I cut all ties.
It's a
I'm like,
3-bedroom
I don't want to
apartment,
deal
Your
with you. You lie too much. I'm done. However, even though we're not going to be together in a relationship, I would still like to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? Can I count on you to be a man of your word? He says, you know, yeah. So I also, and I have the text here. I have
he
all
hasn't
that.
paid you. That's
not
bottom
at
line.
all. Only where you're going with me, but you went took family pictures with me and my children, to where we are not only taking pictures together, we are in sync.
No, Your Honor.
You're in the family photo?
No.
Your Honor, if you like, I can give you one.
Plaintiff Tori Strickland insists she was dating the defendant, but the defendant claims he was never in a committed relationship with Tori. However, Tori has family pictures to prove him wrong.
Sir, what do you say to this?
Your Honor, she decided that she wanted to pay for everything, because her and my sister wanted to go.
Was it for your birthday?
I guess it was.
You don't remember any discussion?
It wasn't, we weren't really having this, because she just said, do you want to go out? So all the three of us had went out. Me, her, and my sister had went out. And they said it was $60 to get in, because we wanted to go to a different bar. But she wanted to go to the
Got
U
it.
bar. So that's where we went, where you
Did
said
you
you
buy
wanted to go.
drinks in there?
She bought drinks.
You didn't drink any?
Yes, I had money. I had got some drinks. Yes, I had got
All
one
right,
drink.
did you pay for any?
No, sir.
Why?
Because I was a designated driver. I had one drink.
What do you have, man?
Okay, Your Honor, here, what you're about to give.
He says the reason he didn't pay for the drinks that he drank was because he was the designated driver.
So you see the type of stuff that I'm
He
dealing with.
received and drank them, but he just wouldn't pay for them because he was the designated driver.
Well, Your Honor, with the text messages that
So I
you
can
get-
expect you to pay me the $300 you owe me.
Yes. Now,
say,
Your Honor,
yeah.
if you're going to the next page, I waited patiently. I waited very patiently, because this is mid-February.
Tyreek, I think that we can both agree that I have been waiting patiently for you to pay me back my money. I'm giving you until May 2nd to pay me back at least half of what you owe me. If you don't, I'll have no other choice than to take legal action against you.
Now,
You say
sir.
I'll be filing the paperwork in 2 weeks due to failing to even reach out and communicate with me.
Now, sir, can I say something about that, what you're about to read? So when I sent out that text letting him know that I would be filing the paperwork, it came back to me like, who are you looking for? And I was like, Tyreek. And so the text comes back that says, oh, this is no longer his number. So I took it as, okay, he changed his number, dang, I'm off. No, but see how smart we're not? We waited 10 minutes and go back and say, how much? And I said, excuse me? How much what?
How much
How much
money
do I
is
owe
that?
you?
Yeah.
So if you look on, I further say, for you not to be Tyreek, you sure do know a lot about what's going on. See what I'm saying?
Right. Sir, why did you respond, yeah, when she asked you if you would be paying her money back?
Because we didn't have an agreement. She was like, okay, if I need something, would you be able to help me out? I said, yes.
She said $300. She was very specific.
That
and
comes
she
from
said
watching
the
your show.
agreement was $300. And your response to the $300 was yeah. So that means you agreed to, yeah, pay her $300. And as for your family photos,
Can I say something about that, Your Honor?
you can come back. You can come back for child support after this one.
Your Honor, can I say something on that?
Because he has assumed fatherhood. Look at him.
Now, Your Honor, can I
Y'all
say?
so happy.
Can I say something on that?
Look at you. Oh.
Now, you know
Go
what-
back over there. You've never found happiness like this. Go on back over there.
Can I
No,
say
he's not
over there.
welcome. He's not welcome.
something about the photos, Your
No,
Honor?
thank you. No, thank you.
$300 is your judgment. I believe, based on the text, that he agreed to pay you $300. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
That's what happens when you watch Judge Mathis since you 14. You learn how to get a boo. I mean, at this point in time, I'm just glad I'm gonna get my $300. Tyreek already knows if he really needs a friend, I'm there. But it'll be a distant friendship because I can't trust you. We shouldn't even have to come this far.
I totally agree with her. I really do. It's gonna be a distant friendship.
Oh, and stop trying to add me on Facebook, honey. I'm done. Leave me alone.
Plaintiff Tina Klein says when she met the defendant, he seemed like a sweet guy who told her stories of his family and his days in the military. However, Tina eventually discovered that the defendant is a con man with a criminal record, and she's suing him today for loans and a refund on work. Defendant Devon says Tina was a nice person, but she made him uncomfortable by hitting on him in front of his fiancée and telling both of them of her sexual experiences. Devon insists Tina is suing him for more than he owes.
Start with you.
Well, I normally don't look for drama, but it literally came knocking at my door when I met Mr. Shipileski back in February. He seemed like a sweet guy, well-spoken, well-dressed, tells me he used to be in the military, tells me he has a family, a child, owns his own business, which I respect. Turns out he's nothing but a con man. He is a criminal. He is a liar.
Why do you say he's a criminal?
Back in 2015, he had a battery on a person aged 65 or older, September 6th of 2015.
Which was dropped, Your Honor.
Unless he allows you to, the only thing you can make reference to are things involving money, because that's what this claim involves.
Correct. It's
or
just
fraud.
a little background history on him.
Which
All
has
right.
nothing to do with the case.
All right, well, if it's fraud or money related, it does.
No fraud and nothing money related.
All right, so you just jump on people.
No, I didn't jump on her at all. You know what? She's a nice person. I'll give her that. At first, she was a nice person. She felt comfortable enough to come on to talk with me in front of my fiance about her sexual craziness, about people putting socks in her mouth and moaning to her on multiple
That is a
occasions.
lie, Your Honor.
So what did you and your fiance say?
What do we say?
Yes.
It made me extremely uncomfortable.
I know,
And
you
her
didn't say
as-
anything?
in my
That's a lie, Your
fiance's
Honor.
world.
Why, ma'am? You all just looked at her and said, we were uncomfortable.
I said it was
And
uncomfortable,
Did
absolutely.
you stand there? Did you walk away or what?
Eventually, I walked away and I went back to painting the house.
Or eventually. So before
Yes, sir.
eventually walking away,
Yeah.
you stood there and listened.
Yes, I did.
Why?
It was interesting, to say the least. To say the least. You want to talk
So
about
it wasn't
people-
so uncomfortable after all. In fact, it was interesting.
Indeed.
All right.
She felt comfortable enough to come on to talk with me in front of my fiance about her sexual craziness, about people putting socks in their mouth and moaning to her on multiple
That is
occasions.
a lie, Your Honor.
Plaintiff Tina Klein hired the defendant to work on her home, and he claims Tina hit on him in front of his fiancée, who's with the defendant in court.
Go ahead, ma'am. You give me some more background.
He's a
on
mooch.
this.
He came over. He would give me sob stories for days. He said that he needed gas money, food, cigarettes, rent, tuition for his wife who is in nursing school, socks.
You needed socks?
Gas for a memorial service for her grandfather who had passed away.
all true.
He brought me a bed bug, Your Honor, in a Ziploc bag one morning, saying he found it underneath his bed and needed $220 for Terminex to come and get rid of it because his child is in the home. He played on my heart, and I'm a very empathetic person.
Were you begging her like this?
I never begged her once, Your Honor. I told her what was going on in my life and the reasons why I couldn't be there to complete the job at that time.
No, we're not talking about that. All these things she says you asked her for.
I didn't ask her for anything.
I heard you say
at
something.
That point in time.
She said something, and I heard you say
She
yeah.
offered it to me because
No.
said,
I heard her say you asked,
No, I
and you
did
said yeah. You can't con me
I didn't ask her.
because your con is weak. All right, go ahead. What you suing him for?
He even offered to sell me his child for $250.
I never offered to sell my child. That's
I believe her.
ridiculous.
Go ahead, man. What are you suing him for today? What are you suing him for?
So he knocked on my door. He asked me if I needed pressure washing done, painting my house. So I paid him $1,000 that day. And I have a receipt here that he wrote out actually for me. It says paid in full. Paint the exterior of the home and pressure wash all surrounding areas.
All right, and he failed to
He did not
paint?
He did not pressure wash my patio or my roof, and he also only painted the front of my house, excluding the trim.
The pressure washing was
And when you
completed.
mentioned it to him, what did he say?
Well, 2 days later, he came back and tells me that his bank account, shows me a bank account statement that says negative $24,000. Says his account got confused with somebody else's and that he has negative $24,000 in the hole, no money, nothing. So I felt bad. I said, do you need money? Do you need help?
Offering.
You know, offering help. Yes, I gave him $500 on the original 1,000 was on the 16th. I have a copy of that.
Let's see it.
I have $500 that I gave him on the 18th. That was to help him out. He wrote a promissory note for the $500 loan to be paid back with ASAP within 3 to 5 days. The 19th, the next day, he showed up asking for money. $500 I gave him. He was facing eviction, he said, from his home. He had a child. Oh, and of course it would work on a single mom.
I owe
so
her $850.
he really played me, Your Honor. Really played me. So
owe
the
her
19th, that was
Be quiet, sir. Be
$500.
quiet.
$500 on the 19th. Again, on the 24th, he shows up. He needed money for his wife, or she was
yeah,
going to
them a
be
good thing
kicked out of nursing school, which I find out later. The Southern Technical College in Port Charlotte does not have a nursing program, Your Honor. Also, on the 20th,
What's the name of the
Excuse me.
Southern Technical?
College
In
Sir.
Port
Charlotte.
What do you want to say? State your name.
I am Carrie Pollock, and I am enrolled in Southern Technical College on Collingswood and 41. They have a medical assisting program that I am in and finishing in 6 weeks.
And
So again, on the 25th, he comes over asking for $150. And then again, last but not least, on March the 2nd, I gave him $350 for another sob story he had.
yeah, he about to run you out of checks, though.
So $1,700 total
Need a
loan.
whole new checkbook.
Yeah. Plus the $1,000 I gave him to paint my house and pressure wash, which was not completed, and I have pictures for that as well.
Let's see it.
I didn't have a chance to finish the home. She took matters into her own hands while I was there painting.
Your Honor, he told me for helping him out with all these loans and being a nice person, loaning him money, that he would refund me the full amount of the $1,000.
Why would I paint your house for
plus,
free?
And said he would paint my house for free.
I'm not gonna
which is
paint
why
your
I
house
took
for
matters
free.
in my own hand and painted
That is
myself,
ridiculous.
the side, the back, the
We
other
were
side.
there when you were painting it.
So what did you and your fiance say?
What do we say?
Yes.
It made me extremely uncomfortable.
I know
And
you
her
didn't say
as-
anything.
in my
That's a lie, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. You all just looked at her and said, we were uncomfortable.
I said it was uncomfortable, absolutely.
Plaintiff Tina Klein hired the defendant to work on her home, and he claims Tina hit on him in front of his fiancée, who's with the defendant in court.
All right, sir, what do you want to say?
I was there when I was painting her. When she took over and started painting, I was painting. She just decided, her and her neighbor, to pick up a roller and do it. And I actually told her, I said, Tina, stop, I'll take care of this. She insisted on to keep going. I owe this lady $850. I do. And I admit it, and I feel bad for that money that I owe. I really do. And I said 3 to 5 days as soon as possible. I haven't had it to give to her.
You was talking smart a minute ago. Now it's time to turn the con on.
I hope you don't buy it like I did.
Keep going. The best way, you're about to break out crying, but you got to actually cry.
I have text messages to him. I have text messages to and from him with me in detail saying you owe me $2,700. With him replying, okay, you'll get it as soon as possible.
To get you off my back,
I'm not trying to hurt you.
You
agreed to the $2,700.
Not paying you
to get her off your back.
Yourself here, buddy.
It didn't work.
Oh,
I told you your con wasn't any good. You can't even get a person off your back when you promise something.
He even offered me the title to
She's
his
too
car.
happy to be on my back.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
I met this guy once, and I looked at him, and I just saw scumbag written on him. I knew that she shouldn't have given any of the money. She did, fine, but this scumbag is not gonna get any more money from her, and I'm happy about that.
Well, scumbag, so be it. But fact of the matter is, the case is over. I'm bigger and better than you will ever be, short stack.
Plaintiff Tyrone Babbot was married to the defendant, and things turned ugly once he was shot. After spending 3 months in the hospital, Tyrone claims the defendant started belittling him, and as a result, he had an affair. He's suing his ex-wife for breach of contract. Defendant Michelle Davis insists she supported Tyrone throughout his recovery. But then he ended up blaming her for getting shot. Michelle is countersuing Tyrone for spousal support and pain and suffering.
Start with you.
I would like to, first of all, thank you for helping out the city of Flint with some of the water conditions. And my mother wants to say hi. She loves your show, Angela Pounds.
All right, tell her I said hi, and she was part of the Flint movement.
Yes, she was.
Go ahead.
I met Michelle back in 1999. We dated for about 1.5 years. We got married. We had a decent marriage. We had a nice marriage. In 2004, we had a son. Still had a decent marriage. And in 2011 is when our marriage kind of went spiral. Michelle lost her job, and I got shot point blank range in the neck. And when I was shot in the neck, it caused me to have paralysis of my right side, my right arm. And I was in the hospital for 3 months. In the meanwhile, Michelle had to become head of household. And when she was head of household, Michelle belittled me. To me, she wasn't. Michelle would call me disabled. She didn't see me as the man that I used to be before I got shot.
Not true.
And she would belittle me.
In terms of what?
At terms of being a hard-working man. To me, Michelle would just disrespect
Give me an example.
She would disrespect me. She would call me handicapped.
Give me an example.
She would call me handicapped. Get your handicap, butt up. You know, she would verbally belittle me, verbally disrespect me. It was a time I was on heavy medication because I was in pain. And Michelle, I was delirious. Raising sand with Michelle. Michelle put some waters and crackers on the table and said, hey, fend for yourself. And she left, took the kids, she left, and I had to find
On the way out, you didn't beg and say, hey, I'm sorry, you
I
must have
tried
did
to,
something.
but Michelle said, I'm tired of your stuff.
Defendant Michelle Davis says while married to the plaintiff, he was shot in the neck. And Michelle claims the plaintiff blamed her for the shooting.
You give me some background, man.
Your Honor, I was there for Tyrone through thick and thin. I got a contact on Facebook that he was having an affair with some female.
How long after his injury?
This was before his injury.
How long before his injury?
It was like 5 years.
What? So what have to do with the treatment after the injury? That's what we're talking about. He's saying that after his injury, you abandoned him and you belittled him.
Because he constantly would fuss at me.
About what?
About, not helping him. And I was always there for him.
Well, why would he fuss if you were there for him all the time?
He really made me mad that day, Your Honor.
No, but why would he fuss about you not taking care of him if you were.
I were.
Right.
Okay, when he say, baby, you ain't doing this and such
did.
and right, what would you say?
He was wrong.
Would you tell him that? Would you say, I did bring you your water. See your water? I did help you to the bathroom. See how we're walking? See, when someone tells you that you didn't do anything for them, and there's clear evidence that you did, that's a very easy problem to get rid of.
Right.
Right.
He says, you're waking me up too early and I'm on this Viking. And you simply say, well, no, it's not too early. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right, right.
And I don't think it's too early.
Right.
That's what you do. You don't just walk out, fend for yourself.
I tried.
Tried to explain to him.
Yes.
And so when were you all divorced and why?
We was divorced October 2015.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
So why'd you all divorce? You're trying to act like you're divorced because she abandoned you.
No.
And that was 4 years before.
Oh, yeah. Your
Why
Honor.
did you divorce?
Your Honor, we divorced because I did have an affair.
Well, then why are you spending all this time talking about this woman abandoning you?
Your Honor, I had an affair because Michelle was belittling me. And I'm not gonna lie, the other woman did treat me good and she built me back up.
Tell me what that means
I need
to
her.
you.
She talked to me and gave me an outlet to release some of my anger because I was injured.
Okay, and your wife didn't?
Correct.
All right, so ma'am, do you want to address that before we get into the $800 you're suing for?
Yeah, I tried to talk to him constantly.
And what would happen?
Every time I tried to talk to him, it leads up into an argument.
About what?
He said I was the reason why he got shot.
Did you tell her that?
I don't remember, Your Honor. I don't think so.
All right, when people say that, that sounds like they're lying. But let's get to what you're suing her about, the $800.
Okay, I'm suing her about the furniture. It's in the divorce decree that I want some furniture, and Michelle refuses to
You
give
have
it
it?
back to me. Yes, I do. I have evidence.
All right.
Here's my divorce decree. Here's some
If
pictures.
he told me that, then you're the cause of his injury and yet want you to take care of him, and gonna say that you're the cause of him getting shot, not only would I not, I'd have probably thrown him out the window.
No disrespect, Your Honor, but I didn't say that to Michelle.
All right. Your memory is coming back. The defendant shall be awarded the white leather couch set from the plaintiff's home. And you say you didn't get it, and when you attempted to get it, what occurred?
It wasn't there no more.
All right. And when you asked her about it, what did she say?
She didn't say nothing about it.
Okay, so you said, where's the couch? And she just,
Michelle,
is that what happened?
pretty much, Your Honor.
Okay, good enough.
Okay.
Ma'am, let me hear from you. He says that he was entitled to the couch. Did you answer?
Your Honor, he never asked me where was the furniture at. And the reason why he didn't get the furniture because he didn't fall through and pay me spousal support.
So he never asked about the furniture. He just decided to sue you.
Correct.
Without ever asking for it.
Correct.
All right. Now what you say is unreasonable. So you just happened to keep it because he didn't come and get it. Is that your defense? He never came to get it?
Yes.
All right. He's here today. Now,
Defendant Michelle Davis says while married to the plaintiff, he was shot in the neck. And Michelle claims the plaintiff blamed her for the shooting.
your counterclaim for $2,062. How does he owe you?
He owed me for pain and suffering.
For what?
Because I was struggling with bills.
All right. Have you been late on the bill?
Yes.
All right. Can that company sue you for pain and suffering?
No.
All right. So you can't sue him. People who fall behind on bills all the time, the person who they owe can't sue for pain and suffering.
I didn't
All
have
right?
a job.
All right. Let's move on to your spousal support. How does he owe you for that?
He never started paying until January of this
Okay. You
year.
have an order showing the amount he's delinquent?
Yes.
All right. And, sir, are you delinquent on your spousal support?
Your Honor, yes.
All right. And is it $661?
Your Honor, it's $561.
All right. And what is it, ma'am, in your estimate?
It was $100
Because
that
this
was.
says 661.
Yeah, it's 562.
All right, 562 is your judgment, and your judgment is $800 for the couch. She says she still has it. You just never asked for it. So with that in mind, you're here to ask for it today, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you'd rather have your money or the couch?
I'd rather have the money.
All right, there you go. There's your judgment, and your spousal support is in force today. Have a good day, folks.
Thank you.
I felt that he shouldn't receive anything.
Michelle's a good mother, and I got justice served, and Michelle doesn't have to have a pity party no more. But Michelle's a good mother, and we have to deal with each other to raise our son.